Om Vasudevasutam Devam Kausachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishna Vande Jagadgurum Om Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Pranams from Dr. R.J. Kalpana. Welcome to the study of the Bhagavad Gita. In this session, we will continue our study of Chapter 11, Vishwa, Roopa, Darshana Yoga, the yoga of the cosmic form of the divine. Shloka 26 and Shloka 27. Arjuna says, all those sons of Dhritarashtra with hosts of kings are entering you. Bhishma, Drona, and yonder Karna, with the principal warriors on our side as well, are rushing headlong into your fearful mouths, looking all the more terrible on account of their teeth. Some are seen stuck up in the gaps between your teeth with their heads crushed. And so here Krishna is continuing with his display of his cosmic form. And so Arjuna, thus far, he is recounting everything that he is witnessing of this form. And as he is recounting, Sanjaya too is picking up on the recounting and explaining it thus to Dhritarashtra. And so here Arjuna is recounting what he is seeing. He is seeing all the souls, all the warriors that have assembled on the battlefield. They're all rushing into the mouths of this cosmic form. Shloka 28. As the myriad streams of rivers rush towards the sea alone, so do those warriors of the mortal world enter your flaming mouths. As much as it is natural for the rivers to find their destination in the oceans, so too it seems that it is natural for the warriors on both sides of this war to find their destination in Krishna. Shloka 29. As moths rush with great speed into the blazing fire for extinction out of their folly, even so all these people are with great rapidity entering your mouths to meet their doom. And here, giving the analogy of moths and flames, so he says everyone is rushing to meet their doom. There is a beautiful Sufi kalam. Seek zahin se dil se jalna. Seek zahin se dil se jalna. काहे को हर शम्मा पे जलना. अपनी आग में खुद जल जाए, तू ऐसा परवाना बन जा. Seek with wisdom to light the divine flame within yourself. Why should you be jealous of a mere candle? काहे को हर शम्मा पे जलना. अपनी आग में खुद जल जाओ, तू ऐसा परवाना बन जा. Become that moth and go up in flames in your own fire. Shloka 30. Swallowing through your blazing mouths, you're licking all those people on all sides, Lord. Your terrible splendors are burning the entire universe, filling it with radiance. Arjuna, frightened by viewing this cosmic form of the divine and describing it with whatever he can see, he sees that just as the warriors enter into the divine form, they disappear into the form. And so he says, this energy, the splendorous energy emanating from you, is burning up this entire universe, and it's filling it up with so much radiance that it's hurting our very souls. Shloka 31. Tell me who you are with a form so terrible. My obeisance to you, O best of gods, be kind to me. I wish to know you, the primal being in particular, for I know not your purpose. And so here Arjuna finally says, who is this? I know you as Krishna, but who is this with this form that is so magnificent and yet that strikes terror in our hearts? I'm praying to you, my obeisance to you, O best of gods. You are the best. He's recalling Krishna now, the best of the celestials, the best of the divine. Be kind to me, he says, and I wish to know you, this primal being, this form that I have called forth unknowingly, without having any idea of what to expect, this primal force of creation and destruction. I know not your purpose. Shloka 32. Sri Bhagavan said, I am inflamed Kala, the destroyer of the worlds. I am out to exterminate these people. Even without you, all those warriors arrayed in the enemy's camp must die. Aham Kalosmi, I am time, destroyer of the worlds. This is a very famous shloka, and it is said that the scientist Sir Robert Oppenheimer, who created the atomic bomb, during its initial detonation, when he saw the bomb erupt in the far distance, it is said that he uttered this Sanskrit shloka and said, I am time, destroyer of worlds. And so Krishna here says that I am time. I am the creator and the destroyer and the sustainer of these worlds. And this is my destruction form, the form of destruction. Whether you cooperate or you do not cooperate, Arjuna, all these warriors in the enemy camp must die. Shloka 33. Therefore do you rise and win glory, conquering foes, enjoy the affluent kingdom. These warriors stand already slain by me. Be you only an instrument, Arjuna. And so the divine instructs Arjuna, saying, "They're already dead. I have slain them. You are only an instrument for me. I am time. I decide when they are born and when they die. Who do you think you are, Arjuna, that you can control their lives and their deaths?" Shloka 34. Do you kill Drona and Bhishma, Jayadratha and Karna, and even the other brave warriors who stand already killed by me? Fear not, you will surely conquer the enemies in this war. Therefore, fight. Now, the reason Krishna has addressed these particular warriors is that Drona, Charya and Bhishma are particular favorites of Arjuna, and he has the deepest and the highest regards and reverence for them. Dronacharya, because he is his teacher, who taught him how to hold a bow, who taught him the twang of the bowstring, who taught him how to aim and shoot, who taught him military science, and Bhishma, his maternal grandfather, a renowned warrior himself, invincible hero, that he holds in particular reverence and love, that it's unbearable for him to even stand up against him. And so Krishna reminds him that Drona and Bhishma, although you hold them in high reverence, it is time for them to move on to other dimensions. Jayadratha and Karna. Now Jayadratha in particular is the husband of Dushala, the sister to the 100 Kaurava brothers, and therefore, in a manner of speaking, Arjuna's brother-in-law. How can he widow his only sister? So there will be a hesitancy when he lifts up his bow against Jayadratha. And Karna too. Arjuna holds Karna as a warrior at par with him, a great hero and a fighter with exceptional knowledge of the science of warfare. It is no easy job to hold one's own against Karna. And so Krishna addresses these names and tells not to be frightened, and that the time has come for all these warriors to move from this mortal plane to the other celestial dimensions. Shloka 35. Sanjaya said, hearing these words of Bhagavan Keshava, Arjuna tremblingly bowed to him with joined palms, and bowing again in extreme terror, spoke to Shri Krishna in faltering accents. Now we must remember that it is still the cosmic form, the unending, eternal cosmic form that fills up the entire universe, that is addressing Arjuna, not his beloved form of Krishna. And therefore Arjuna is once again bowing to this form, terrified. Shloka 36. Arjuna said, Lord, well, it is the universe exults and is filled with love by chanting your names, virtues, and glory. Terrified Rakshasas are fleeing in all directions, and all the hosts of Siddhas are bowing to you. So Arjuna is in the mode of salutations to the divine, because this is a form that strikes terror into everyone's hearts. This is a form that is filled with so much of power, so much of energy, that it seems like the beginning of the dissolution. It seems like the beginning of Mahapralaya, and therefore everybody, including Arjuna, is in a salutary mode. Shloka 37. O great soul, why should they not bow to you, who are the progenitor of Brahma himself and the greatest of the great? O infinite Lord of celestials, abode of the universe, you are that which is existence, that which is non-existent, and also that which is beyond both, the indestructible Brahma. And in continuing with the same salutary vein, Arjuna says, you are the progenitor of Brahma himself. You are the Lord of the celestials. It is through your will that the creation has sprung forth. You are that which is existent and that which is non-existent, and you are beyond that as well, as the Absolute. Shloka 38. You are the primal deity, the most ancient person. You are the ultimate resort of this universe. You are both the knower and the knowable, and the highest abode. It is you who pervade the universe, assuming endless forms. Arjuna says that you are the most ancient person. Mark this word, because it details a very primary fact, that from the unmanifested reality, when the manifested divinity came, the first mind, the most ancient person, and from that the universe came into existence. Shloka 39. You are Vayu, the wind god, Yama, the god of death, Agni, the god of fire, the god of moon, Brahma, the lord of creation, the father of Brahma himself. Hail, hail to you 1,000 times. Salutations, repeated salutations to you once again. Namo namastestu sahasrakritvaha. Hail, hail to you 1,000 times. You who are everything and everybody. Shloka 40. O Lord of infinite powers, my salutations to you from before and from behind. O soul of all, my obeisance to you from all sides indeed. You who possess limitless might, pervade all, therefore you are all. And so here Arjuna addresses this infinite cosmic form that is seemingly pervasive. And so he says, my salutations to you from the front, from the back, and from all sides. Because anywhere he turns to look, all he sees is the divine form. Shloka 40, 41, 42. The way in which I have importunately called out, either through intimacy or even through want of thoughts, Krishna, Yadava, comrade, friend, and so on, suspecting not this greatness of yours, and thinking you only to be a friend, and the way in which you have been slighted by me in jest, O sinless one, while at play, reposing, sitting, or at meals, either alone or even in the presence of others, for all that I crave forgiveness from you who are infinite. And Arjuna here recalls to his mind all the instances where he seemingly and casually addressed Krishna as Yadava, O Krishna, O Keshava, with complete jest, and like a friend taunted and teased him on occasions, never thinking even once of this divine aspect of yours. And for that, Arjuna is infinitely remorseful. And so he addresses Krishna as Achyuta, the one who stands and never falls from his glory, an exalted state of being. Sloka 43. You are the Father, nay, the greatest teacher of this moving and unmoving creation, and worthy of adoration, O Lord of incomparable might. In all the three worlds there is none else even equal to you. How then any better? And so here Krishna is addressed as the Father of creation, the teacher worthy of adoration. And Arjuna says, there is none equal to you. How can anybody be better? Shloka 44. Therefore, Lord, prostrating my body at your feet and bowing low, I seek to propitiate you, the ruler of all and worthy of all praise. It behoves you to bear with me, even as a father bears with his son, a friend with his son, and a husband with his beloved spouse. And so here Krishna is called upon to bear with the transgressions of a friend, of a child, of a beloved. Because in the earlier shloka, in shloka 43, Arjuna addresses Krishna as Father. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva, tvameva bandhu sakha tvameva, tvameva vidya dravina tvameva. And in the same vein, Arjuna continues here and seeks the favor of Krishna to forgive him for all his transgressions. Shloka 45. Having seen your wondrous form which was never seen before, I feel transported with joy. At the same time, my mind is tormented by fear. Pray reveal to me that divine form, the form of Vishnu with 4 arms, O Lord of celestials, abode of the universe, be gracious. And so here gently and with exquisite diplomacy, Arjuna says, I have seen this wonderful form of yours which has never been seen before by anyone, and I am transported with great joy and yet at the same time I'm tormented by fear, unable to take in this energy that is emanating from you. And therefore I pray, reveal to me the four-armed form of Vishnu that we are all familiar with. Be gracious, Lord of the Celestials, be gracious, you who are the abode of this entire universe. Shloka 46. I wish to see you adorned in the same way with a diadem on the head and holding a mace and a discus in two of your hands. O Lord with 1,000 arms, O universal being, appear again in the same four-armed form. Continuing in the same vein, Arjuna further elaborates on the form that he now wants to see. The form of Vishnu, as is depicted with a diadem on the head, holding a mace and a discus, the Sudarshan chakra, meaning Shloka 47. Shri Bhagavan said, Arjuna, pleased with you, I have shown you through my own power of yoga this supreme, effulgent, primal and infinite cosmic body which was never seen before by anyone else than you. The divine speaks and addresses Arjuna, saying that I am pleased with you. You have achieved much through your love, your devotion, and therefore through the potency, the divine potency of my yoga, I have shown you this cosmic form of mine which was never before seen by anyone. Shloka 48. Arjuna, in this mortal world I cannot be seen in this form by anyone else than you, either through study of the Vedas or rituals, or gained through gifts, actions, or austere penances. The rarity of this form is explained in this shloka, where Krishna says that no one in this mortal world, no matter how hard they try, no matter what methodology they adopt, no matter how austere and odorous the penances might be, how deep the study of the Vedas can be, they will never again behold this cosmic form of the divine. Shloka 49. Seeing such a dreadful form of mine as this, be not perturbed or perplexed with a fearless and complacent mind. Behold once again the same four-armed form of mine, bearing the conch, the chakra, the mace, and the lotus. So here Krishna seeks to alleviate the fears of Arjuna and says, do not be perturbed by this form of mine. Here, let me show you the four-armed form of Vishnu that you are so familiar with. Shloka 50. Sanjaya said, having spoken thus to Arjuna, Bhagavan Vasudeva again showed to him in the same way his own four-armed form, and then, assuming a gentle form, the high-souled Shri Krishna consoled the frightened Arjuna. So now Sanjaya has taken on the narrative, and so here Sanjaya says that having quieted down and alleviated the fears of Arjuna, the Bhagavan took to his four-armed form of Vishnu, and then from that he slowly took the two-armed form of Krishna, the high-souled Shri Krishna, the advanced soul, the highly evolved soul of Krishna, which came down from the divine to the mortal world for a purpose. And then, as Krishna, he consoled the frightened Arjuna. Now there is one more instance in the Mahabharata where we come across this form of the four-armed form of Krishna. During one of the visits to the royal assembly of Hastinapur, where Krishna goes as a messenger of the Pandavas to try to negotiate for a peaceful settlement, he goes for the last time to try to convince the Kauravas to agree to 5 villages for the Pandavas. Duryodhan plans ahead and he lays a trap beneath the seat where Krishna is supposed to sit. And then he haughtily invites Krishna to take his seat, pointing at the trap. Krishna, of course, understands, and he finally loses his temper and takes to his form of four-armed Vishnu. But it is an unfortunate thing that none in the assembly were blessed with such a vision which could have liberated their souls forever. But one man, the third brother of the blind king and of Pandu, the third brother, Vidura, was blessed to see this vision of Mahavishnu. Shloka 51. Arjuna said, Krishna, seeing this gentle human form of yours, I have regained my composure and I am myself again. So Arjuna comes back and retains his sense of balance of mind and assures Krishna that all is well with him. Shloka 52. Shri Bhagavan said, This form of mine with 4 arms, which you have just seen, is exceedingly difficult to perceive. Even the gods are always eager to behold this form. So now the form that Krishna is referring to is the form of Mahavishnu, that even the gods, even the celestials are so eager to see, but even for them it is not easily accessible. Shloka 53. Neither by study of the Vedas, nor by penance, nor again by charity, nor even by ritual can I be seen in this form with 4 arms as you have seen me. And here too, once again, Krishna says that the cosmic form is as inaccessible, and so too is this form of Mahavishnu with the 4 arms. Having discarded the means by which the divine cannot be perceived, the divine now suggests the means by which he can be directly perceived. And so in the last 2 final shlokas of this chapter, Shloka 54, Krishna says, Through single-minded devotion, however, I can be seen in this form with 4 arms, nay, known in essence and even entered into, O valiant Arjuna. Perception and knowledge and absorption, the divine declares, can be easily attained through single-minded devotion, bhakti and shraddha. That is the only path that a devotee can walk upon to even come closer to perceiving the divine, can even come closer to God realization, intense love, unswerving loyalty. Shloka 55. Arjuna, he who performs all his duties for my sake, depends on me, is devoted to me, has no attachment, and is free from malice towards all beings, reaches me. So he who has renounced all forms of selfishness, possessiveness, attachments, and regards everything as belonging to the divine, and considers himself as a mere instrument, and carries on with his performance of duties, discharging his responsibilities, and transacting worldly matters in a disinterested, detached manner, but doing everything for the sake of only one goal, to attain the divine, which is the true goal of a human life. Then and only then will that devotee stand a chance of reaching the divine. Mark, Krishna doesn't talk about union with the divine. He only speaks about reaching the divine. Om Tatsaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayan Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Vishwa Roopa Darshana Yogo Nama Ekadashodhyayaha. Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Thus, in the Upanishad sung by the Lord, the science of Brahma, the scripture of yoga, the dialogue between Shri Krishna and Arjuna ends the 11th chapter titled The Yoga of Vision of the Cosmic Form. Om Yogesho Satchidanandam Vasudevam Rajapriyam Dharma Samstapakam Viram Krishno Vande Jagat Gurum. Shri Krishno Vande Jagat Gurum. Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.